Hey, it's Cryptic Girl from Henna Hotties, and in this video we're going to show you how to mix your henna. So if anybody got one of the Henna Hottie temporary tattoo kits that we have on Amazon.com, you're going to get a box like this. Inside the box, you're going to find everything that you should need, or mostly everything that you will need. One bag of henna, 20 grams of it. You will find alcohol pads, an orange wood stick. Don't lose this, you really need it. Some cotton swabs, as I lose my orange wood stick already. You're going to have cotton rounds, and in this little pouch, this is your henna oil. So today we're going to mix it. What you need in addition to what comes in the kit is going to be, well, let's just get this stuff out of the way because that's for when you actually apply it. You're going to need lemon juice, preferably fresh and strained. If you're going to use actual squeeze the lemons, you want to make sure you strain it so that there's nothing in it. 2 tablespoons of table sugar. Fine table sugar, not the super coarse stuff. That will take forever. You're going to need a glass bowl, a metal spoon. It's always good to have a set of rubber gloves, and plastic wrap. Okay, so what we're going to do first, after I put on the rubber gloves, which I always forget to do, by the way, I am the woman who walks around with red hands all the time. So I'm going to be good, and I'm going to put on the gloves. Okay, I'm going to open the packet. Now, henna tends to fly around a little bit, so if you've never worked with it before, it's kind of like cornstarch. The way cornstarch kind of explodes when you try to spoon stuff out. So you want to be careful not to get it all over the place. Pour that into your glass bowl. You want to use a glass bowl so that you can see the progress of your dye release. Okay, get all the henna out. Now, this is Jamila henna. Henna Hotties uses it exclusively because it's sifted, there's no additives to it. Some things that a lot of people won't tell you about henna. If you see the cheaper henna out there that you can buy like a pound of it on Amazon or some of these other places, henna companies tend to do, most henna companies tend to do what's called dressing the henna. It's where they mix sand and dye into the henna to make it look fresh. This is very fresh. You can tell by the green color. Actually, hennas come in different colors, so it's really kind of hard to tell. Some types of hennas will have a darker color or a browner color or a really, really light green color. But the good thing about Jamila is they don't add anything to it. It's henna. That's it. Not only that, but it's super finely ground, and it's sifted several times before it's sent to you. So this henna, you don't have to do anything to. Now, say you did get some cheaper henna, you can sift it yourself to get any extra plant matter, twigs or leaves or sand out of it. My suggestion, stick with this stuff. It's not that expensive. You can get it online in a lot of different places. A lot of Indian stores will have it. It's Jamila henna. Henna Hotties get it straight from the manufacturer in Pakistan. So we get the freshest crop in. and that's what goes in all of our kits. We won't use anything else. So anyway, once you have it in the bowl, you're going to take about 2 tablespoons of sugar. Some people will say 2 teaspoons. The sugar and the lemon juice, it's all subjective. All right, I use a lot of sugar because I want the henna to stick to the skin. It's the sugar that helps it stick to the skin. The longer it sticks to the skin, the longer the stain will be on the skin and be able to soak into the skin cells. So I use a whole mess of sugar. And you just stir it into the henna. The henna itself will have some clumpy stuff, and sometimes your sugar does too. But I'll show you later how to fix that. Okay, so once you stir it around, you're going to start mixing in your lemon juice. I'm trying not to make a mess here because I'm not doing this in the kitchen like I normally do. I'm videoing this in my office. I'd rather not have henna mess all over my desk. You start with a little bit, and you're just going to start to mix it in. Now, how much lemon juice you use is all dependent on where you live, the time of year, the climate, the type of henna you use, how humid it is, how humid your henna leaves are. You know, some places you need more, some places you need less. Right now, it's wintertime here in New England. Oh, I messed up my desk. Anyway, it's wintertime here in New England, so it's very dry. And I might actually have to get more lemon juice on there. Generally, it's about, at least I've always had to use about 1/4 cup. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Lumpy mashed potatoes. Now, here's the fun part. We're going to stir. And we're going to keep stirring. And we're going to stir some more. And we're just going to keep stirring. Yeah, I might actually pause this and stir and then start the video again so you don't have to watch me stir, but well, it seems to be coming together. See how it starts to smooth out? It's still a little grainy because the sugar needs to dissolve. Once you get it to the part where it starts to smooth out like this, we're going to take our henna oil. Now, this is a mix of oils, and they're all natural essential oils that have naturally occurring terps in them. The terps help the henna dye stronger. It's not chemicals. It smells very strong, very pungent. I've actually got, this one here has frankincense in it, so it smells really nice. But the henna itself, the henna itself will dye on its own. This just kind of helps it along. It also smells good on the skin. Your skin will smell nice. Henna itself is very planty smelling. So this makes it a little bit more pleasant. It smells like mown grass. So you can kind of imagine you're going to be doodling all over yourself with grass paste. This will make it smell better. It smooths it out. It helps the dyeing process. You don't need a whole lot for 20 grams. That's why you get this little tiny thing. I'll set that aside before I make more of a mess. And that's going to get stirred in. And we're just going to keep stirring. This is like, you know, one of those tour guides, and we're walking, and only we're going to be stirring. You just keep stirring it. You want it nice and smooth. You want to make sure you stir in all the lumps. You don't want to leave any lumps unmixed. Okay. And it should end up looking something like this. It's very silky smooth, somewhat stringy. Once you get it like this, scrape it down the sides. Try and get as much off the sides as you can. This is where I'm probably going to make a mess. Let's see here. Let's clean off my spoon and then clean myself up. Scrape it off your spoon. Okay, we'll just get this out of the way. Yuck. My husband says it's very much like baby poop. Let me clean myself up here. So get a mess everywhere. Once you get it like this, you want to seal it with some plastic wrap. I'm going to take a piece of plastic wrap and put it right over it. But you're not going to stretch it tight over the top. What you're going to do is take your fingers and press it down onto the surface of the henna. Push all the little air bubbles out as you go. Work your way from one side of the henna to the other and seal it right up to the edge. It's a little odd, but then you're going to fold down the edge. Leave yourself a little bit on the side because then you'll be able to watch the dye release. This sits in a warm place. I sometimes put it under, especially here in the winter time because it's very cold here. I will put it under a light. It needs to sit in a warm place for 24 hours. I like to say 24 hours. Some people will dye release for 6 hours. So the longer you dye release, the better. If you dye release for up to 24 hours, you're going to get a very good stain with it. So I let it sit for 24 hours just like this. And then it should be really good to put in your cones. And we'll show you how to wet sift it on the next video. All right, that's it for this video. Please don't forget to rate and comment. Every little bit helps. This is Cryptic Girl with Henna Hotties.